What's up? It's Steve with Freeskier, back in the gear lab to talk about some Hestra gloves. And we got 4 pairs here. I'm with Cody Townsend. First, let's start over here on the right. This is the Army Leather Heli Mitt. What do you love about this glove?
I mean, that's probably the most famous Hestra glove there is. I would say it's their best-selling glove. I'm not privy to their sales.
I'd probably say it's close.
Yeah, comes in a 3-finger, 5-finger. I mean, it's kind of their cult classic. Over the sleeve, which is kind of coming back into style.
I like it. I like it personally.
I kind of like it
it's kind
too.
of steezy.
Yeah, for like decades, it was like you had to have it under. I kind of starting to prefer it over. So there's some really distinct advantages. Keeps the warmth in.
Totally.
Keeps snow out. So yeah, I mean, you just have like an advantage with the poly on the back, the leather on the front, the wrist strap. It's just kind of a do-it-all sort of glove. Having the fact that you can have the removable liner, you have
kind of show that there. You kind of can see you can take it out if you need a new one.
Yeah,
if you're using it for so long.
Totally. It's probably the glove that put Hestra on the map, especially in the US.
These ones are also super warm. I like to kind of bring that up. Like if you do get cold fingers and you just want something that is kind of a tank on your hands, like this thing is like the perfect weapon for that. Whether you're skiing crazy stuff like you do, or you just ski at the resort and you get really cold fingers. This is an amazing option.
Yeah, because that one doesn't have like line for the fingers. It's just like your whole hand's gonna be in there. You can tuck your thumb in there.
Yeah. It's just warmth. It's like a hug, really. Up next, we have the Wakayama. This is kind of a retro style freeride glove. What's your take on this guy?
This is like the most breathable glove in their lineup. I tend to. It's a very California glove. I notice a lot of the snowboarders choose the Wakayama Mitt. It's got a lot of style to it. And those little rope lining. But it's got the removable Army leather lining, which that Army leather is just so breathable. The outer leather is incredibly breathable. It's just kind of got one very stylish look to it. It's a very it's a lighter glove. I wouldn't say it goes through the coldest of temperatures, but it's gonna go through a lot of various temperatures. I mean, it just kind of borders on street fashion.
Yeah, I think it looks great. I think you pull up in this thing, people don't know if you're skiing or going to a bougie dinner. I think that the other thing about this glove is like Hestras are obviously made extremely well, and this just glove in hand, even compared to some of the other ones that we have on, it's just feels so good. Like the leather on here is just super high quality. You get a little bit of a more durable leather on the palm, obviously, and then like you said, that super breathable leather on the back, and they're kind of just for the style points.
Yeah. One of the things that also makes Hestras unique and quite durable too is actually the external stitching. So when they have the stitching pinched on the outside as opposed to the inside.
You see that right here.
That's one of the things that can make these gloves last that much longer.
Yeah. Moving on, we kind of have the more modern take on the freeride glove. This is the fall line. I think the standout things for me, compared to this guy, obviously, under the cuff, that's kind of the rage for the free riders out there. And I know that you mentioned it, but this glove, super warm, super durable, but also has padding. Kind of want to dive into the padding thing from your free ride days?
Yeah, well, there's a couple things. One, it's kind of got that really molded feel to it.
Yeah.
So when I was free riding, when you just kind of you got that feel of you're gripped onto your gloves, it just has that when I'm dropping into a line, you just feeling really tight and feeling good. Having that just tight grip, and when the glove is molded and almost gripping the pole for you feels great. The padding on the outside, when I was free riding, very important. I don't know if you want to zoom in on my knuckles, see how broken they are, and you could see on my thumbs too, but when I was freeriding and jumping cliffs, you tend to slam your hands on the snow, on rocks, under your skis. So having a glove with a little bit of padding goes a very long way. So this is definitely a high performance free ride glove.
For sure.
That's what I would say. So if you are a comp skier, you are a free rider, this is definitely the glove for you.
Yeah, and obviously kind of going off the padding too, if you look at the palm here, there are leather reinforcements. These gloves are built to be abused. And for, like you said, comp riders, these gloves, you're gonna throw them on, you're gonna have them for years, and you are just gonna beat them.
Yep.
And then moving on, this glove obviously is recently become very famous for you. This is the Fault Guide glove. You've probably seen it if you've seen his 50 series. If you kind of look for this yellow kind of over the wrist thing here, or maybe a little bit of a not so yellow, a little patinaed, maybe not so white either glove. You've had these for 7 years. Or more than that, 7+ years.
About using the same
pair for like 7+ years.
Yeah.
Why do you love these things so much?
God, they're just like the workman's glove. They're kind of the do-it-all, do-it-everything glove. Breathable army leather lining, the stitching that just lasts forever. They've just got a form that just kind of does everything. I mean, they were built by a legendary Swedish guide. So they weren't even built necessarily for skiing, but they're built for like an outdoorsman.
Yeah.
But like skiers are outdoorsmen, and I kind of find like, you know, as a ski mountaineer, an adventure, backcountry skier, like I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff maybe an outdoor guide is going to do, and that's just kind of does all those same things. So
totally.
Yeah, this thing, I've been using the same pair of gloves since I started the 50, which was in 2019. Still using the same ones. Take care of it, and it'll last you forever. I love these gloves.
Amazing. Well, obviously, like you've had those one pair, let's just be clear, for a long time. And, you know, I think some people kind of can be shied away from Hestra because they have a little bit of a higher price tag. It's definitely a premium product. And, you know, on this glove in particular, you kind of get the little leather balm that comes with the gloves that probably a lot of people just disregard and kind of get into them and leave it behind. You know, you use these gloves way more than probably the average, well, definitely way more than the average person as you ski for your job. What are some tips for like ski care that you have in particular with Hestra gloves?
So leather being a natural material, you have to wax it. The more you wax it, the longer they're going to last and the more waterproof they're going to end up being. Don't use Nick Wax, Snow Seal, use the Hestra brand wax.
Yeah, and we can put a little Hestra brand wax thing up here, put a little link so you can get straight to it.
And it's not like it's more expensive than those other ones. We're not trying to upsell you. It's just that wax is specially formulated to keep these leathers like supple and soft. Some of those other waxes can dry out leathers, which makes the leathers like more brittle, can actually make them less durable and less long lasting. So the more you wax them, the longer they're going to last, the more waterproof they're going to be. The other very, very important thing is like, don't dry them out too quickly. Don't put them too close to a heat source. So, you know, we love having a fireplace, putting your stuff right next to a fireplace. Don't do that, because that again is going to make your gloves like brittle, dry out too quickly. These are natural materials. You know, they, when exposed to heat, are going to kind of breathe and dry out, and they can crack and whatnot. So take care of these things and they'll last you a lifetime. If, you know, buy it nice or buy it twice, they say. So to me, like, I would much rather buy something really high quality and have it last a decade versus buying something cheap and then wears out. Okay, gotta buy another one. You're probably gonna spend way more money over the course of time as opposed to buying something nice, putting some effort into it, and then having it last you a very, very long time.
And you get the cool like aesthetic of having something that's been used. You get that nice vintage patina, you know, that you can be like, these gloves, like you can tell all the stories about the gloves. So, you know, definitely take care of these things because they want you to, and if you take care of them, they like will last you forever. Cool. Well, thank you for joining me in the Gear Lab today, Cody. This has kind of been a compilation of a few Hestra gloves, and we'll see you next time. Peace.